Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Again. How are we? Are we busy? Are we happy? Have we had enough? What's happening? Anybody watch the video I did today? Hello, Afonso. Hi. Hello, Jay-Z. What's up, Hove? What's Bob said? Probably said something outrageous, has he? The rascal. Stay tuned for commentary here on BBC Duck. That's right. What's happening? Wonderful people. I'm a little bit tired today, so I don't know how long I'm going to go on for. The consequence of taking poison on Thursday nights, is that you feel poisoned on Friday. But not to worry. How are we? I did a video today. My unboxing of Ethros Chalnur, and it is a lovely fragrance, I can tell you. I've had it on my skin since I posted the video. It's very quiet now, but it's very nice. It's a lovely fragrance. Was it vintage poison? It was not. It was, well, I mean, it's been around for like decades, you know. It's probably been around for about 100 years, this particular poison. But, yes, indeed, it actually works really well. You know, fantastic. So what have we been up to? Anything good? Rabbit says, all my money's gone. The wife spent it all on perfume. Perfume for you. That's what you spent it on. Mitch, Chanel Cristal Vintage EDT or Shalimar Cologne Vintage Cristal Vintage. I've got a few of them. They're fucking lovely, to be fair. I am looking forward to trying or starting to try the Parfums d'Empire sample set, the Discovery series, as I'm going to call it. It's probably going to go on for a while. Interesting. I need to start wearing more fragrance. Today, my scent of the day was... Can you guess? That's right. It was Balenciaga Pour Homme. What an outrageous fragrance. Fantastic. I feel like I shall have to wear it again sometime soon. I love it. I got, not a compliment, but a comment in a shop. The girl behind the counter was like, ooh, I can smell you. And I was like, ooh, nice. Natalia says, scent of the day is Wazamba. It's quite lovely. Wazamba. Nice. I don't think I've ever heard of it, though. Is it from L'Artisan? It sounds like it would be from L'Artisan. A big Wazamba. It's from Parfum d'Empire. Outrageous. Sounds like it would be from L'Artisan. Oh. Afonso says, Chanel Cristal is on eBay. 60ml bottle is 50ml there for £49. A good price, yes. Natalia says, I'll send you a sample if you don't have it in your set. I should have all the ones that they are selling left. I should have all of them. Robert says, if you want more Liberty, then wait till next. Yeah, 30 quid a bottle, that's all I paid. Nah. I like the smell of it, I really do, but I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't wear it. Afternoon, Micah. Scent of the day, Angel Man. Thierry Mugler, says Micah. Nice. Jay-Z just received my bottle of Memo Italian leather today. I can't enjoy it. I'm feeling a little under the weather. I think everybody is. There's something going around. Ah, here he is. It's Bry. Happy birthday, Bry. Congratulations. How old are you now? Outrageous. Galen is here. Scent of the day is Olympic Orchids as woodcut. I thought about getting her sample set, but it was more difficult than it had to be. You know? It was I was looking at getting them, but a bit of a pain, to be honest with you. Couldn't just buy a set. Canadian Beauty Blog, welcome to you. Your scent of the day, Santa Maria Novella Melagrano. I think that was in my sample set. I think I've got a sample of that. Bryce says, birthday scent of the day is Derby. Birthday scent of the night will be Iris Pudra. Pradeep says, Cuckoo Duck and all, testing Woody Mood by Olfactive Studios. I've heard of that one before. Bryce says he will be smelling better than anyone in the room. Derby's good. Derby's great. I love Derby. It's fantastic. One of the great scents. It's a fabulous leather. Fabulous masculine leather. It's got an outrageous mint note in it. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. This mint note that's in Derby was used 10 years later in a flanker for Samsara called Un Air du Samsara, and that is beautiful as well. That's a really underrated, underexposed fragrance. You can pick it up for a song as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. Smelling better than everyone in the mood. Bry Anush says, happy birthday. And Rabbit says that Titch is in bed enjoying Egyptian cotton bed sheets, 600 quid a set. Good Lord. That is expensive cotton. Jesus. Well, I hope they're appreciating it. Happy birthday, Bry Iris Poodle, says Bob. I like the way a new says shit. Shite. Everybody is wishing Bry a happy birthday. I am about to text him. There we are. Alright, where are we? Has anyone tried Iris Nazarena by Eddie's Divinustas? Galen has. Galen definitely has. Galen loves Aries de Venustus. They're his like secret brand. You know how everybody's got one of those brands that they like secretly love. That is Galen's secret brand is Aries de Venustus. And there it is. Galen does not disappoint. Iris Nazarena is worth selling your firstborn for, he says. Natalia. Galen, how is it? Ooh, she says. And Rabbit says, the duvet cover is 1,200 quid fret. Jesus. That's a lot of money to spend on sleeping apparel. You know, goodness me. I today have put on my skin Chalnur by Etro, and on my other hand I have tried Vetiver Bourbon by, what are they called? Parfums d'Empire. It's their new one. It is pretty fantastic, friends. I cannot tell a lie. It's a really nice vetiver, but it didn't come in a spray. It came in like a little circular pot. Must have just had to fill these pots because they didn't have the samples ready. And since I can't spray it on, I don't get as good a experience. Do you know what I mean? This is why dabbers are crap and atomizers are better. You know? I've never had sheets as that 600 thread count. No. That is $600. Whoa. Haven't tried the new one, Natalia, but I'd expect it to be the same, says Galen. Are you sure they haven't been reformulated, Galen? The old bottles were beautiful, but you'll never find Iris Nazarena in that style. Why not? Expensive taste. The old bottles were beautiful, but you'll never find Iris Nazarena in that style. Why not, Galen? Why not? What is this? Why have they cut off the supply? What has happened? What have they done? Carnival Tribute says, is there anywhere to see Galen's old videos, e.g. Amber Eternel? Yes, on his channel. He has re-uploaded a few of them. They are available again. It's a shame that he took them down. People enjoyed them, you know, but Galen didn't want them up anymore, which is a shame, you know, very much a shame. The Amber Eternel one's still up though. You know, I could probably post the link to that, actually, if you give me a second. Amber Eternel. Don't tell us he's taking it down again. The shithouse. I think he has, you know. I think he has, you know. I think he has, you know. He has discontinued. Why have you discontinued that, Galen? That is unacceptable. I unaccept. Why did you take that down, Galen? Put it back up. The people were buzzing. Why did you do that? The Carnival Tribute says, scent of the day, Meander. Pradeep says, Iris Nazarena old bottle stocks are available for discount at the basement of Theodora in Geneva if some serious collector wants. What does that mean? Carnival Tribute says, you have actually double discontinued Amber Eternel, you terrible man. He's true. He's right. You are a terrible man for that, Galen. An evil man? A heartless harlot? Excuse me whilst I hydrate once again. That was very thirsty. Calling Galen all those names. I'm interested in getting this Iris Nazarena. I wonder if I could pick it up from deepest Switzerland, was it? It wasn't Sweden. It was deepest Switzerland. Oh, sorry, I've taken to drink water, but still. One Giza 45 sheet is £850. Good Lord. Speaking of cotton rich, does Galen still hoard his collection in the linen closet? Yes, he had to sell all of his linen clothes because there was nowhere else to put them anymore. And he replaced them all with perfume. All that expensive linen that he got off Mr. Wolf. Winston. Duck, why did you discontinue Balenciaga Pour On? So I could keep it all for myself. Ha ha ha. No, but seriously, it's amazing. I love it. I got the oak moss today. And I hadn't been getting much oak moss, actually. But I'm about a third of the way through this 100ml bottle, right? And I definitely got some oak moss today. Definitely. And I was like, ooh, is this opening up? Hello, Michael Harness. Hello, my fragrance family, and a happiest Friday to you, Sir Duck. Thank you, Michael. Happy Friday to you. Rabbit says, I wore that derby, not bad. Complex. It's fabulous. I love it. I love the mint note in it. Pradeep says, Theodora Horte Perfumery Boutique in Geneva. They have old stock in the basement. Do they ship? Do they ship internationally, Pradeep? That is the question, mate. That is the question. Let's have a look, shall we? Galen says, I'm still not entirely on board with Derby. I know, blasphemous. It's outrageous behaviour. Why not? Which version? Are you talking about the one with the wooden sides? I forget what them bottles are called. Hello? I'm in IKEA. Good for you. Hello, Lily. Well done for being in IKEA. Theodora, Switzerland. That's a bank. No, that's not right. I have a nasty feeling I'm going to be searching for this. Theodora Horte Parfum in Switzerland. The well-being of your body deserves daily attention. Aye, aye. This is why we have selected the most precious and respectful products for you. Well, yes, that's right, you better. I think, have I got in touch with them? I wonder if they're shipped to the UK. Mano. Free delivery from €150 for metropolitan France. Oh no. So it's got an American flag and a French flag, but it doesn't have a British flag. Perhaps they don't want to talk to us. That's not very nice. I'll go back there and have a look. Pradeep, bad news. You might have to buy that Iris Nazarena and send it to me. I'll send you the money, obviously, but you know. Scent of the Day, Brooklyn by Gallivant, says Michael Harness. Fresh and clean, the fizz of an urban playground, as it reads. Carnival Tribute says, we'll probably pick up the Les Indomptables Grand Cru box. Do you recommend it? Not for the prices they want, no. It's really good if you're a collector and you want to smell them and you've got 180 quid, but fucking, if I had my time over, I wouldn't buy it again. Jesus. Some of the gems too I can't reveal publicly. Go visit private. Well, I can't, can it? It's Switzerland, isn't it? The thumbnail, I'm dying, says John Smith. Lily, I need a side table, please, and thank you. Sure, Anuj, says Lily. All I picked was lunch. That deer looks like it's ready for Ramadan, says Pradeep. Oh. Giza sheets and IKEA even. Outrageous. Omar says, Lily, I hope you can get out of there. One day I almost called the police. Yes, it's not easy to get out. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Scent of the Day, Cartier Declaration. Hello, Omar. Theodora was warned about the British, says the etherealist. Galen. Galen? I make my home in these spaces. I like small space living, says Lily. See, I couldn't. I need space. I'm a big unit. I need space. Space and time. Oh, what's going on here? I've pressed a button. That's better. Gallivant perfume made in the UK. Anyone know of this person? Not me. I think Claire had him on as a guest. Not off the top of my head. Jean, TESC, welcome. How are you? Scent of the Day is Cuir de Chine by Les Indomptables. It's a stunner, says Jean. It is. Happiest of Friday to you, the great Anuj, says Michael. Lily's Scent of the Day is Mousse Cartier Parfum. And Eugene has arrived. Eugene's new fragrance will be out soon. Outrageous. Eugene is just leaving time and space. Be back in a bit. John Smith, thanks God it's Friday. Bob says, Cleopatra sleep in the sheets? I don't know. It's 2,000 years ago. Please don't talk about my new fragrance. Oh, sorry. I shan't talk about your new fragrance. Nah. Might ruin the surprise. Well, I won't. Sir Michael Harness, Sir Quatrefoil. I love Mousse Cartier, a gem. Surprise, says Michael Harness. Giza cotton? What is Giza cotton? I don't know what Giza cotton is. No idea. Is it a cotton for geezers? Who knows? Michael Harness, what are you surprised at? Oh. Hello, Professor Melvin. How are you? Oh. So, excuse me. I was going to ask Richie G to come on tonight because he's looking to buy a fragrance. But Richie G won't come on because he is a sour puss. We're going to meet up at some point next week, I think. Oh. I think I have to do Marco Polo to find my companion, says Lily. Are you out with friends, Lily? Walking around in what's it called? IKEA. It's just stupid bloody setup, isn't it? Massive. Doing all right, thanks, says my professor. Richie G is here. There he is, Richard G. I'm just dipping in for a few minutes while I can. What are you up to, Richard Gardner? I'll disappear into the night soon enough. He's off to do something. I wonder what he's up to. He'll be watching the Brazilian Grand Prix. Picked up a 3.3 ounce opium vintage gold rings cap for $80 yesterday, says John Smith. Well done, John Smith. Oh yes, must is sexy, Rich. Rich, what's up? Lyndon, how are you? Yeah, I'm with company. Our store is pretty straightforward. Arrows pointing the way, says Lily. Just keep walking until the end. Outrageous. Richie G's looking to splash out. I wonder what's brought this on. I can't tell you how unusual this is. He might be looking to spend around 100 quid. He's thinking about getting Coco Noir. Honest man, I'm wearing Pasha de Cartier Parfum, says Lyndon. Nice. Hello, Enrique Vasquez. How would you rank Jules 1980 in the Dior brand? Ramsey has it at number one. I don't know that I'd have it at number one, but I would have it in the top. For men, I would have it in the top 2, 3. You know, I really like it. Richie G's going to splash the cash. I'm excited. Hi, Arthur Morgan. Boy. How you doing, boy? I'm doing okay, says Lyndon. I'm glad you are doing okay, Lyndon. Eugenia is nowhere and everywhere all at once, says Lily. Where is Eugene? He's just everywhere and nowhere, apparently. Canadian beauty blog, I agree. Dabbers are crap. Oh, they're awful. Oh, they're so bad. They're so bad. They ruin a fragrance experience, like a sampling experience. I hate samples in Dabber, so annoying. Yeah, it's just a real pain in the arse. There is nothing worse. My Mustard Cartier bottle spray and straight up flaccid. It just spurts. Oh. Cheers, Lily. Eugene, please put a bottle of your next release aside for me, please, says Michael. If IKEA was here in H-Town, there would be a line out the door 24 hours. Loads would eat it up, says Bob. What, eating up IKEA? That's outrageous. Maybe I'll take Richie J to IKEA. Not just for our next mandate. That'll be good. You'll enjoy that, won't you, Richie J? We'll go to IKEA. Look at some lamps. Maybe it's a bedside table. You know, see if there's a stool. See if we can pick up a stool. Agreed, I don't like dabbing samples, says Prof Melbourne. Yeah, it's dross, like. Been throwing money at tattoos as of late instead of sense. Need a fix, that's right. We'll go out and we'll have a whiff. We'll go out and have a whiff. See what's there. See what we can get. You know. Richie G likes to have his Pretty Woman moment where they give him like the bag and he can walk out the store. You know. He likes wearing heels as well. Catch you all later. Have a lovely weekend. Stay blessed, says Lily. I'll try. I'll try and stay blessed. Jean says, hate dabbers. Looking at you, lucky cent. Yes, they're the worst offenders. If I'm spending $250 on a bottle of perfume and you're giving me crap dabber samples, yeah, it's appalling, like. Good evening, Alexandra. How are you? I'm currently deciding between an original opium with the built-in sprayer or Rochas Femme. In what way are you deciding between these two things? Are you deciding whether to buy one? Or are you deciding whether to wear them? What's happening? Be kind and understanding with that bottle, Lily, says Bob. Be back in about half an hour, maybe, says Richie J. He's going to eat some food, I'm almost certain of it. So a 200-plus crowd outside Louis Vuitton, all teenage-looking peeps. What a time, says Pradeep. Dear me. Bye, Christy. Bye, Lily. Christy was shouting at Lily. Big capitals. Hello, Dushan. Lily wants to hear people screaming her name. Alexandra says, thinking of buying one of them, but wouldn't be surprised if they both end up here within this month. Well, the vintage opium I have got, and I absolutely love it. But I've also got like 3 different versions of vintage Rochas Femme. So I would advise you bought both. Don't choose. Get both. Fortunately, I don't have to choose between either of them. Otherwise, I would be quite upset. There are similarities, but there are some real differences. And is the Rochas Femme you're talking about, is that the vintage version? And if so, which vintage? You know? I hate to do this because there's 41 people in here, but I must go to the bathroom. One moment, please. Pardonnez-moi. Pardonnez-moi. Ooh. Once again, friends, I have returned. I have returned to you, for I will never leave you. Although I will leave you, possibly again, for another bathroom break. But I have returned, don't worry. But the chat's been busy while I've been away, and only 6 people left. Not to worry. One moment and I'll catch up. What's the time? It's 8:30. I'll take my tablets in about half an hour. Oh! Okay, so. Thinking of buying one of them, but wouldn't be surprised if both end up here within the month. They're both brilliant. You can't go wrong. Eugene, will you make an iris-based perfume in the near future? I wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought he'd do that, Enrique. What is your current number one fave femme fragrance, says John Smith? Ooh. Oh, I mean, it's either going to be Rochas Femme or Opium, the original Opium. I could toss a coin between those two. I don't really have many female targeted fragrances, you know. I really like those two though, you know. Azure by Estee Lauder. That is also magnificent. I do beg your pardon. I could literally toss a coin between vintage Opium and vintage Rochas Femme. Ah, someone has donated. I will thank you when I get back. My Rochas Femme, I am not sure if it is off a little bit or not. For now is only a rock on my closet, says Omar. Keep trying it. Was sampling Aqua de Parma Oud last night and my cat sniffed my wrist and literally gagged. Guess she's not a fan, says Jean. Doesn't sound like it. Animals don't like perfumes though. I think animals smell them for what they are. You know, animals really don't like perfumes. They smell them as chemicals rather than as like what we think as perfumes, you know. Pradeep says, say hi to Peter you have got tied up in there. I have no Peter tied up. I don't know what Peter's doing. Rochas Femme Parfum de Toilette is strikingly beautiful, says Duchamp. It is. The bathroom break is sponsored by Rich's page. Buy me a coffee. In his fate, donate. Please. Don't forget to hydrate, Rich. That's a good question. That's a good point. I'll hydrate in a couple of seconds. Prof Melvin says, I acquired 5 ml of an 80s Rochas Femme. So good. It really is. Dusan says, Eugene, today's Chanel review was great. Eugene says, Enrique, it is highly likely that Eugene will make an iris, he says. But I don't know. Too bad we cannot sniff one another, says Bob. I do want to smell that must. Right now, even if it isn't an IKEA, you just want to sniff Lily. Valadushko, says Eugene. Excuse me. Vintage Azure has a very dark juice colour, says Dusan. It does. It does. Feminite Dubois. Yes, Feminite Dubois is absolutely sensational. It really is fantastic. It could totally be, I know it sailed close to the wind back then, but it could totally be a masculine fragrance today. In fact, I would go as far as to say that if it was released today, it would be a masculine fragrance. You know? Where is Anoush, says Dushan. Anoush is in the chat somewhere, lurking deep within. Yawning 1, 2, 3, says Pradeep. Pradeep trying to give us the old reverse psychology or power of suggestion. Whatever it is. Oh, dear me. What a day. What a day. What a day. I don't know whether to test some of those Filippo Sorcinelli on my skin tomorrow and do a video on that, or start my Parfum d'Empire. Just move on from Filippo Sorcinelli and start on the Parfums d'Empire. You know? What do we think? I think I might do the Sorcinelli first, like draw a line under it. I'm interested in Lavs, but Lavs has not got... It's not got... Excuse me. Lavs hasn't got an incense note that lasts all the way through the perfume. Spy and Mash very kindly sent me a bottle of Avignon. Very kindly. Didn't buy it for us. I think he just had it and he didn't want it, or he didn't like it or something, and he was like, yeah, you can have it, I've heard you talking about it. Very kindly sent me it, and I very appreciatively accepted it. And that has got a lovely incense note at the top, and if this Lavs isn't better than that, then I'm not going to buy it, you know? I was smelling rose incense by Tower the other day thinking I'm going to wear this, but for me, that's more of a spring perfume. Lavs. Christopher Klaus says, do you own Lattafa scents, or is that not your style? They're not for me. That's not my style. Anu says, Dusan, I'm here, boss, standing with my wrench, ready to defend Rich Mitch's honour. Or what's left of it. Parfum de Marley. PDE. OE. Parfum d'Empire. No Parfum de Marley, Natalia. Is that the bathroom smell perfume? Which one? Which one? There are many that smell like bathrooms. Koros. Koros smells like a bathroom. I haven't worn Koros so far. I do want to make some serious headway into like using up some of my collection. I sold my bottle of Jean Patou Pour Homme aftershave today. Not the minis though, just the aftershave. It's got some particulate matter in it, which I found quite weird. It's like some fragrances it happens to and some fragrances it doesn't, you know? But I would like, yeah, I'd like to start making some progress through my fragrances. I need to stop buying. You know, Koros is Charles of the Rich. It is called Charles of the Rich. I've also got a Charles of the Ritz aftershave, which I also tried to sell today, but they didn't want it, so not to worry. They'll sell one day. I don't need aftershaves. I don't shave like that, to be honest. Ah. You said one of the Sorcinelli has a dad bathroom smell. Yes, it was. It was Requili Requilia or Requilvia. Yes, it was Requilia. It's got a bit of funk. It's got a bit of sweat, a bit of cumin, body odor. It's got a, and I do mean a very slight touch of it, just enough to know, you know. Just enough to know. Bob says, Anuj, this man hates lemons, powder, and fish. Are you defending that? Certainly then. And Anuj says, if Rich hates them, then they are crap. That's right. That is correct. Shite they are, if you will. Oh, I'm going to light my Amber in a Wee candle. I've used about, I want to say about 60% of it, you know. There we go. Whoops. Don't explode, for God's sake. It's making crackling and popping noises at us. Stop that unwieldy candle. Bloody stupid. I like aftershave, but there are so many companies with great stuff on the market, says Christopher. These are vintage aftershaves. Now, a vintage aftershave, I don't know what the market's like. You know what I mean? I don't know what people think about vintage aftershave and stuff like that. But I got a Charles of the Ritz Koros one, and I've got a Balenciaga Pour On one as well, which I'm looking to sell both of them because I don't need them. Like at all. The Charles of the Ritz Koros one smells absolutely incredible. Right, I'm almost tempted to have a shave just so I can use it. You know what I mean? And just go full Charles of the Ritz. Shaving a mustache. Do all that good stuff. What was I going to do? I sat up for some reason. What was I going to do? I don't know. What's going on? Was I going to take me tablets? No. I don't know. I'll take my tablets anyway. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Not sure if I'll be streaming right now. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow night. Not sure if I'll be streaming on Sunday night either. I'm sure I've got to do something on Sunday. I can't remember what though. Oh. Ooh. So all the ladies are donating at the minute to the coffee. And they are lovely. The lovely ladies. Oh, what a great candle scent. Shape some other places, says Pradeep. I couldn't put them there, though. I couldn't put, like, Charles of the Ritz on my pubes, surely. You know what I mean? I mean, you'd be able to smell it. That'd be outrageous. I was like, what is that? What is that pissy scent emanating from your crotch? And I'd be like, oh, it's Charles of the Ritz Koros, of course. And they'd be like, no, you've pissed yourself. And I'd be like, no, And you would find it very hard you'd find it very hard to deny, though. You know what I mean? Hello, Rudy. I hope you have a great time, whatever it is you're going to do. And thank you for stopping by. Rudy is on the Peloton again. Anuj, do they perform near as close to EDTs and EDPs? Not. I mean, I know you're asking Anuj, but I don't think they do. Although you do get a nice sort of like couple of hours maybe. They're not meant to do that sort of thing. I mean, the Koros and the Balenciaga Pour Homme, they perform massively. You know? But they perform massively for like aftershaves. You get a couple hours out of an aftershave, you're laughing. You know what I mean? The Koros one's so thick. Show us that burning amber and a wee flame, please. No, my phone is not in a position to be moved, and neither am I. I've just got comfortable. I will show you it at one point, at some time. You know? What about the aftershave of Derby? People want high prices for that, and I don't think it's worth the high prices people are asking for. Steph says, OG Formula of Dune today. It slaps. Harder than Will Smith. Outrageous. Thwack. Anu says, no, they don't perform like EDTs or EDPs, but they're not meant to. Which is exactly right. They're supposed to be there for layering, really, if you think about it. Well, not even layering. I've said layering. They're not. Like, that. You're supposed to use the aftershave on your face, like the shower gel and the bathing products all over your body, and then you're supposed to use the eau de toilette like on your body after you've like washed and shaved and everything. Not on your face though, or your neck, and then. Yeah, that's it. EDPs, no parfums on your pulse points. EDPs as the bottom layer, and then EDTs throughout the day as you need. I passed on a couple of Eagle Bottle Derby aftershaves as I didn't want to expect too much. I wouldn't pay the inflated prices that they want. For aftershaves, to be perfectly honest. Christoph Klaus says, I use good old 4711 as my aftershave. Can't go wrong. It's a shame Richard G's not here anymore because he absolutely loves 4711. He loves it. Bob says, yes. Some amber and a wee bath soap. That would be great. That would be great. Jean says, does anyone here layer their fragrances? I don't, personally. Some people really enjoy it. Some people think that shit's great. It's not for me. It's not my thing, to be perfectly honest with you. But I like smelling perfumes as, I don't want to say as God intended, but like as they were intended to be smelled, you know? Anuj says, although there were definitely some very high-powered aftershaves back in the day, vintage Boss No. 1 aftershave was a powerhouse. Believe that. I can't believe that. I do believe that. Outrageous. Stephen Tampton says, Nivea Aftershave Balm or Proraso are the best aftershaves in my opinion. I have got Nivea Cream EDT and it's immense. Fabulous stuff. Christoph says, tried it once with Sauvage and Ultra Male. Goodness me. That's a hell of a combination. How did that work? Like, were you okay afterwards? Oh. Jazz Prestige Aftershave. Thanks, Anoush, says Fosco. Welcome, Fosco. John Smith has said something outrageous. Brace yourselves. He says, I layer vintage Koros and Antace. I can't even imagine what that would be like. And Christoph Kloss says, well, Sauvage layered with Ultramol lasted all day and smelled pretty good. 8 sprays minimum, says John. Antonio Hobson. Hello all. Just scored a 90s bottle of Ambra Sultan. Watched your families. Watched your family. Glorious, says Antonio. You mean the family portrait video? It's immense. Ambra Sultan, that is. I absolutely love it. It's a fantastic fragrance. One of my favourites. Smelled it again today. Christoph says, got some Old Spice from the 60s if the packet is correct. Stuff still smells great. Yeah. I don't mind Old Spice as far as the smell's concerned. You know? Ow. Oh, dear me. I'm not sure how long I'm going to last tonight. I'm tired. Vetiver Extraordinaire and Geranium Pour Monsieur shower gels are immense. I can imagine the Geranium Pour Monsieur shower gel being absolutely incredible. Like, Enrique says, I laid Fahrenheit Vintage with Gucci Guilty Absolute based on a recommendation. It worked great. I just can't imagine how these things would smell together. You know, all of these things like Sauvage and Ultramol and all of that. Hello, Cowboy Crunchies. How art thou? Oh. I'm from the USA, and when I listen to Rich Mitch, I get the urge to watch Green Street Hooligans. It was just called Green Street over here. It had Frodo Baggins in it. Was it Frodo or was it Harry Potter? Something like that, wasn't it? I'm well, Rich, and Fragcom. I imagine Fragcom's alright. It just keeps moving on. Just keeps going on. Doesn't matter what anyone does. Frodo with Jake Teller. Says Christoph. Yes, it was Frodo. Frodo Baggins. It's a hell of a name. My friend wants to know if Newcastle are going to win tomorrow. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed wearing Balenciaga Pour Homme today. I feel like I should wear it more often. You know? Like, I know I've got this immense collection, and I mean that in almost every way. Like, it's got immense size. I know I've got this immense collection, but I feel like I should be wearing Balenciaga Pour Homme more often. I want to wear Derby more often. I want to. I just want to wear more of my favourites more often, you know. This is part of the problem with having a massive collection, you know. You don't really get to wear as much as you would. You don't really get to wear what you want as much as you would like to. I know Ramsey has this kind of issue too. It's a bit of a pig, really, you know. John Smith says, Fragcom in general isn't all right. Just small subcoms like within like this. Well, bleh, excuse me whilst I put my teeth in. Fragcom in general isn't all right. Just small subcoms within like this are hidden gems. Thank you, John Smith. You are most welcome. Please stay with us. Rich, who will be in the World Cup Final Four? I think Argentina. It's either Argentina or Brazil to win it for me. I don't know if they can meet in the final, but for me, they're the teams to beat. Germany are looking pretty strong. Hansi Flick knows what he's doing. He's their manager. The French are always a threat, although I think Deschamps been there for too long now. What else? I don't think England will win. I'm not even sure they'll get the semi-final. I think we'll get out the group, but I don't think we'll get this. I don't think we'll get as far as we have in the last two tournaments. The Spanish are solid. Yeah, for me, it's hard to look past. I mean, you've got to remember, Argentina haven't been beaten in 35 games. That's insane. That's insanity. You know? But for me, I think, since it's probably his last chance, I'm going to go with Argentina. Because I think Messi will pull his fucking finger out, and he's been absolutely devastating for PSG this season so far. I've just spilled water all over myself like an absolute dick. Hold on. Why have I done this? Oh, I've drank a lot of water. I'll be pissing like a fucking racehorse later. Oh, why did I do that? Where are we? Balenciaga are such an elusive little minx. Balenciaga Pour Homme. I have got it. Fucking don't need to I don't think that I need to find any more. That's what I like about my base notes wardrobe. I can order my fragrances based on number of wears, says Nick. Yeah, that is something that I would like to be able to do. Because I like to do a recap video at the end of every, not the end of every season, but the end of like each rotation. So like I did a summer one, my most worn spring summer fragrances 2022, did that, right? I'll be doing my most worn autumn and winter fragrances 2023. And I've got to go back through Fragrantica and I've got to jot them all fucking down because Fragrantica doesn't tell you how many times you wore a fragrance, which is just, I mean, the Fragrantica website isn't great. You know, the only reason I use it really is because I've always used it. Dino reckons Brazil. I mean, if they play Bruno, they'll fucking win it, like, because he's immense. If Argentina versus Portugal is the final, we live in a simulation, says Christoph. Can you imagine? I can't stand Ronaldo. He's such a shit. I don't like who Southgate took. I can't believe he took fucking Harry Maguire. Absolute jobs for the boys. It's disgusting. Enrique says, I wish an Argentina versus France final. You may very well get it. Okay, the usual suspect, says Bob. Yeah, basically. Yeah, because you own 80% of the total supply, says John Smith. Yes, I don't. Yes, exactly. So just be glad that I'm not buying any more. Hello, Phil Stevens. Hello, Phil Stevens. Hello, rich and fellow cult members. Welcome. Greetings, all. Greetings, Alan Hansen. Jubilation 25 by Amouage. Nice. Question, says Alan. I recently obtained a 7.5mm mini of Jubilation 25 with the bone-coloured old cap. I find that it smells slightly different. Any thoughts? I've heard that as well. I've heard that the vintage version is considerably better than the magnetic cap version. Which is not ideal. Does anybody know how to date? I mean, I would ask Ramsey because, I mean, Alan, you're probably better off asking him because he knows all things Amouage, especially vintage Amouage, you know? He's not a big fan of the fish guy, Renault Salmon. So it's probably best to ask Ramsey because he'll know what's what. I asked him, I've got a made in Oman version of Diaman, which I love. I just don't wear it because I'm bloody stupid, right? But apparently the made in Oman version doesn't denote any sort of like age or anything like that. They were produced in both countries, like in Britain and in Oman. So bit of a kick at that. Calvin Phillips, Maguire haven't been playing, so why take them? Because they're his favourites. He knows what they're doing. He knows he can trust them. They won't be up to match sharpness. They won't be up to scratch. Calvin Phillips hasn't played a fucking minute, man, has he? Has he even made his debut for them? It's fucking scandalous. Should have took Big Dan Burn from Newcastle. He's been immense. Spain has no real striker, says Christoph. No, they don't. Long gone are the days where they had David Villa and Fernando Torres up front. Remember that? Dear me. Listening while driving, so I'll not be commenting, but still engaged. Welcome, Mr. Zanshin. That's Dushan. He wearing the non-magnetic one right now, says Bob. NFL fans in the house? No, hopefully not. I just NFL just doesn't make any. It's. I don't think it's entertaining. It doesn't make any sense. It's just blokes running into each other and someone lops it over the top of them. And there's like loads of ad breaks. Like there's no flow to the game at all. It's all just set pieces. It's just a bit boring. And nobody watches it outside of North America. The older Jubilation 25 has a noticeably stronger blackberry note. Stronger equals deeper, says Alan. Yes. Apparently the resins are much more like sort of present as well. Dino says he would have took James Ward-Prowse, Ivan Toney and Tomori. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure I would have took Ivan Toney or Tomori. I mean, Toney's form just dropped off the face of the earth, and Tomori's had a hotching start to the season with Milan. He hasn't been great. Like Alan Hansen, I have vintage Jubilation 25, says Dusan. Dusan, have you sampled the newer version so you're able to offer a comparison, says Alan. Dusan says, I also have a newer bottle. It is very similar. John Smith says, Australian football's pretty interesting. It's not something I've ever got into, but it is actually quite... It's strange because I don't know it, and it's like there's a lot of stuff going on very quickly, but you see some of the injuries that some of the players come off with, and it's insane. The best thing to do is pick players on form, especially since the squad doesn't have much time together. It's just a pig, like. No offense, it's a good thing for the rest of the world that we have football. We would own the other football, says Antonio. I don't know what football you're talking about. Australian football, the best thing to do is pick Alan Hansen. I have a bottle of the new one. Negative Bob, just a little wind and a little rain, standard tropical storm standards. Or some people would say we dodged another one, says Phil. Here in Germany, it's immense popular. There's an NFL game in Munich. 3 million people are in line to buy tickets for 65,000-seater stadium. Jesus Christoph. That's a lot of people who aren't going to get tickets. Too many commercials, agreed with all sports. Not so, although yes, as a general principle, yes, too many commercials. It depends. The thing with football, I mean, like worldwide football, is that you get 2 45-minute periods where there aren't commercials. There's just solid action. There's no break in the play. You know, there's no adverts. That's the good thing about, same with rugby. With all other sports, it's literally for every 5 minutes of action, you get like 3 minutes of adverts. And it's a joke. It's a joke for the punters who are usually having to pay to watch the sports in the first place, right? So you're paying, but you're getting adverts as well on top of that. It's not great. It's a rip-off. Do the British like NFL? Every week there is a game in London. I think they're trying to grow the game in Britain. John Smith says it's brutal like rugby. They have dropkick passes to each other. Pretty cool. Antonio says, my son play rugby in college now. I used to play rugby. I used to play football as well, and golf. I used to play loads of sports. My son play rugby in college now, says Antonio. Big game this weekend. Rugby's really good. I like rugby. You can only pass it backwards and you've got to run it forwards. Interesting game. It is a thugs game played by gentlemen, whereas football is a gentleman's game played by thugs. That's the saying. I say football, you say football, says Phil. I say I'm going to the bathroom again. Give me 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, to be fair. Give me a few minutes. My mouth is incredibly dry. I don't know where this lack of hydration has come from, but it is certainly here. Goodness me. Oh dear. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I have returned, friendos. I am back. Indeed. Let's see what you've been saying. Oh! So, commercial interrupted live streams is just around the corner. Not my live streams, because I'm not monetized, mate. Tamori's still better than Harry and Eric Dyer. I would have took down Byrne also. National Fenlands League, so thugs and gentlemen. A lot of retracted messages. I vote no to watching others play a game, but to each his own, says Alan. John Smith says dry mouth is a symptom from the wacky tabati. Not today. It's also a symptom of being thirsty, to be fair. But I think my dry mouth is because I have taken some gabapentin, and that gives you dry mouth like you would not believe. Christoph says, I hope this is the last Winter World Cup. It's been such a fanny on. Felons would be my team. Traditionally, the Oakland Raiders. It's the Las Vegas Raiders now. So you wouldn't get away with that in Europe. You wouldn't be able to move teams around like bollocks to the owners. You know what I mean? Wouldn't fuck the owners. Like, there would be riots in the streets if they tried to move a team from, like, say if they tried to move Manchester United from Manchester to, I don't know, fucking Liverpool or fucking Wales or fucking anywhere. Like, there would be fucking, there'd be fucking hell on about it. People would be going to fucking Parliament and they wouldn't be able to do it. The people would just stop them. It's a preposterous idea in the first place. Like, the idea that you could just uproot a team from a city and just fuck off with them is just absolutely laughable. Gentlemen trying to be thugs, that is a winner. Oh, American football, thugs and drugs. I like that. I'm not familiar with one sport, though. Down under, they play with a stick and a scoop on the end. Lacrosse? No, not lacrosse. It's not, man. Is it not Gaelic rules football? I think that's Aussie rules football, isn't it? I get thirsty for knowledge, says Phil Stevens, and I also take 2,400 milligrams of gabapentin a day. I think I take... fuck me. What size are these tablets? 300 milligrams. So I take 1,800 milligrams of gabapentin a day. Of course, you can always take a bit more. That's what I like about mine. I like the fact that I don't take the full dosage, so I've got somewhere to go if I need to. John says, yes, corporations and owners have destroyed sport in America. Same with free agency. Yeah, it's not great. Good God, we're still at it, says Richie G. We certainly are. Did you enjoy your dinner, son? Did you have a nice time? How are you? Are you looking forward to seeing us? I bet you are. Of course you are. Many medications are in the antihistamine family, but are used for reasons other than to treat allergies and such. I've been getting bitten recently. I've been getting bites. I reckon my friend's cat's got fleas. And they've been nibbling on us. Little shits. Oh, maybe Ireland, not us, says Bob. Yeah, it's Gaelic football you're thinking of, mate. Alan Hansen says, and when it comes to antihistamines, the saying goes, no see, so spit, no pee, no shit. Jesus. Streams all day, every day. Nice. Says JP. Yes. Nice. Steph says I collect vintage boxing shirts and people can't stop staring at me when I wear them. Outrageous. This candle's very potent. This might be what's making us thirsty, to be fair. You know, I never thought of that. Oh, where are we? Vintage boxing shirts. Like, what do you mean by boxing shirts? What is that? What are boxing shirts? Shirts for boxing? Oops. Yes, candles often give me a thirst, says Richie G. Richie G can't burn a candle because he has an outrageous parrot that lives with him. He can't burn incense either. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Fernando Milan. How are you? What's up, Fernando? Alan says, I collect boxer shorts. Does that count? Possibly. Depends who's the wear. UK is very serious about football. It can get intense. I don't think other countries realise. I think other countries realise. I think you can get, if you go to certain parts of the world, you can get yourself seriously injured. Places like Turkey and fucking stuff like that. Those fucking Leeds fans got fucking stabbed 20 years ago. I remember that. You know? Fucking crazy. Sorry to ask, but I don't know the reason for your back pain. Where does it start? And do you know the reason, says JP Music? Yes, JP. I have a condition known as ankylosing spondylitis. And it makes everything shit. Well, it makes everything about my back shit. I will ankylosing spondyloarthritis. Mike Tyson shirts, Holyfield, etc. Outrageous. Hello, Richard G. Rich's new muscle man. He has been my muscle man for fucking decades. 15 years I've known Richie G for, at least. 16 now. It's a long time. Bob says, does a club team ever face off against a World Cup team? No. Is a club team ever superior? Yes, probably. My dad's friend went to Turkey to watch a game. He said it was mental flares going off down the street, etc. Yeah, you get your fucking self killed if you're not careful. Alan Hansen says, ankylosing spondylitis sucks. It certainly does. I have several patients with that condition. Best of luck. It certainly does suck. It sucks and blows. Oh, it's fucking awful. I fucking wish I didn't have it, but I do, so unlucky. Oh, speaking of which, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stay on for. I might stay on for another 5 minutes. No, Bob says, do you know? Richie G says, closest thing to being his muscle man is carrying around all his scent when he gets a hole because of his back. That's right. That's right. Richie G offers to carry around my fragrances when we meet up, so that we can sit and smell them. I found a current Jiki Extra in the square bottle. I think it's a tester. The price is not bad. Have you tried it? I have both the EDP and EDT, but you know, I haven't tried it. It would be Eugene that I would direct you to. I have got a bottle of the EDT that I'm trying to shift. Do you read, Rich? You have a lot of general knowledge. No, I don't read. I don't read very much at all, to be honest with you. I just like watch a lot. I take a lot of information in. Is Richie G still your receiving mule, says Bob. Can I throw his address out? You cannot. And Richie G claims he has outrageous general knowledge, doesn't he? Richie G's been on the end of my general knowledge for a while. I'll spew some absolutely pointless information at Richie G over the years. It's been fucking outrageous. And Richie G will come at us with some like fucking pop culture sort of like fucking thing, and I'm like, I have no idea what this means. And he was like, oh, it's been like all over the news for the last week. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. And he's like, how do you operate in like day to day? Is it possible to travel and fly with your condition? Traveling's not easy, and flying, yeah, I probably could, but I'd be fucked. Like I'd be in pain, and I would be tired, like especially fatigue. It's I would really fucking, I'd really struggle with that. Like, when we went to Manchester, I was fucked for about 3 days after that. Me and Richie G went and met Jura Rose and Audrey Jane and Aisha Ahmed and Lee, Jura's other half. And it was tired. Yo, Mitch. Hello, DJ. New stuff on Saint Celier. Might grab the new trio sample set next week. Ooh, I'll have a look at that. Richie G. Get this. Mitch messaged me saying, oh, you've got scent arriving to your house from God knows where. It was deepest Hawaii. I was like, oh, didn't think to ask about that one first, did we not? Lol. That's true. That is true. I did send perfume to deepest fucking Richard Gardner. I sent it there from deepest Hawaii. Bob was a bit worried that if I got it sent to my house, then they would suss it out and find out, because I'd been trying to send perfumes to Ramsey. Bob thought I might be on some kind of list. Mitch using Richie G to smuggle perfume. Have you tried Cire Trudon candles? No, DJ, I haven't. What do you know about the Japanese tradition of mochi pounding? I don't know. I've pounded a few mochis before, though. Haha. Joe, how are you? Hello, Pleorin. Pleorin? Welcome. How are you? Hello, Jonathan. Joe says, scent of the day in 1997, opium eau de toilette, absolutely delicious. And you are doing good. I am glad. Have you tried Quorum from Auto Parisi or Corpus Equus by Naomi Goodser? I have tried Corpus Equus by Naomi Goodser, and it is very horsey. It does genuinely smell like an horse. I got the whole samples. I got like all of the samples. I got samples of all of the fragrances from Naomi Goodser, and I bought two full bottles. I got Iris Cendra and I got Bois d'Assis. I was tempted by the Nui Tobacco Light. But I let it go in the end. Corpus Equus reminded me a bit of Hyrax by Zoologist. Pleorum says, I'm glad to catch the stream. Well, it is nice to see you. But I will be leaving in a minute, sorry. What would Duck by Zoologist smell like? I don't know. I've sort of thought about it and sort of not. There will be a duck one day. I'm sure there will. I'm sure Victor Wong will come up with duck. Bread and rubber, says Pleurin. Corpus Equus is lovely, says Jonathan. Oh, scent of the day, Chanel Pour Monsieur ADP. That's the one Eugene was talking about earlier. Right, I'm going to go. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Short one today. Sorry, friends. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to those who have donated to my cause and bought me a coffee. You are too kind. I will say thanks after the stream. Thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for commenting. And thank you for leaving a like. You are all very kind. Cheers, everyone. I will see you again soon. Goodbye.